friend, a chance to share old memories, play a song again. When I got to the garden party, they all knew my name. No one recognized me. I didn't look the same, but it's alright now. I learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. People came from miles around, everyone was there. You'll go broad or walrus, there was magic in the air. Over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes hid Dylan's shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's alright now, learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you have to please yourself. La da da, la da da da. Played them all the old songs, thought that's why they came. No one heard the music, didn't look the same. I said hello to Mary Lou, she belongs to me. Then sang a song about a honky tonk, it was time to leave. But it's alright now, I learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. La da da da, da 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 da. Opened up the closet door, and I stepped Johnny B. Good, playing guitar like a ringing a bell, and looking like a shoe. Now if you gotta play garden parties, I wish you a lot of luck, but memories are all I say. I'd rather drive a truck. Yeah, alright now, I learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. La da da, la da 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 da. Yeah, alright now, yeah, learned my lesson well. See, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at?
Yeah, capping in your rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boss since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak of little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain, but you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Bruce Gas just kicking back on a Sunday night. Saluting anybody that stops in here, man. Just kind of like I don't know, chill session, whatever we want to call it, man. You know, just pleasing myself over here. We here, bro. Thank you for coming by, man. Iceman, watching Top Gun. Say hi, and hey, bro. I saw it last week. You know, I saw the original Top Gun, and this was kind of like Coming to America. You know, the original was a great show, and the remake 20 some odd years later, that's kind of the way I looked at Top Gun. Harvey, brother, salute to you, man. Thank you for coming by, man. I'm chilling over here with my bud, the bud. Do a couple, get myself right over here. Make sure this music's not too loud in the background. Slugger Sam, that music okay, my brother? Not too loud. Terry Smoot, man, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the sub, bro. I saw you sub today, man. Brought a smile to my face, brother. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Slugger Sam, the man. You know, this is of course it's Father's Day. Salute to my dad. He passed away back in 1973. He was only 52 years old. And shout out to my dad. Macadocious Mac of the South, man. Salute to you, my brother. You know, my dad passed away when he was only 52, and you know, and today's my mom's birthday too, man. My mom would have been 99 if she was still with us. And man, shout out to my mom. You know, you only get one mother. You know, and you got I don't know, man. I love my mother so much, man. My mother was the queen. See, when my dad died, he left 6 kids behind. And the oldest was 18, and the youngest was 12, maybe. But you know, my mom stepped right in, man. She didn't miss a beat. See, we ran a restaurant when I was a kid. Tim Mussy, salute, bro. Thanks for stopping by. You know, my dad had a restaurant, and my dad died on a Thursday. And see, back in 1973, there were no Chili's and no TGI Fridays. Not a lot of chain joints, you know. It was more mom and pop restaurants around. And Friday was fish and chips day. Picasso, my brother, salute, man. Salute to you, bro. Thank you. And you know, we had 50 pounds of fish that we bought on Thursday, and Friday, you know, people came from miles around for the fish and chips, man. It was a thing. And you know, my mom just bit the bullet and said, you know, we have to open up. We closed, I think, on Saturday, but Friday, you know, it was almost like a community thing. In fact, when I was a kid and they did census and they said, do your parents work for the government? I'm saying, damn, do they? Because you know, on voting day, we had to go deliver meals to the voting places, and the firemen and the cops used to come in. You know, I was a kid. I had no fucking idea. They were hash slingers, bro. You know. But it was a good life, man. You know, I was blessed. You know, we weren't wealthy by any means, but you know, I never went without. I always got something for birthdays and Christmases, and you know, always had a car to drive. You know, always worked hard too. You know, holidays in my family, they weren't Basement, salute my brother, salute bro. They weren't like holidays where we celebrated. It wasn't a day off. It was a day of working where the whole family got together. Especially days like Father's Day, everybody took their dad out to eat. And like I said, there weren't a lot of restaurants, so we were the place to go. Come on, get a clam boil and anything, man. Fish and chips and steaks and veal parm and everything, bro. Everything. Good memories. But a lot of work and holidays. My mom's birthday and Father's Day. Occasionally they fell on the same day, but usually they were a day or two apart. And it was hard work. But man, I miss those days. Carefree. I think I made 50 cents an hour or some shit like that, and that was good money, man. When you were a kid, didn't have a care in the world. And man, shout out to my dad, happy Father's Day, and my mom, happy birthday. We'll see you again soon. Digging out a little bit of jazz in the background here. Got a nice little nug over here. See if we can get that to focus in. Come on, click in. These automatic focus cameras. Yeah, I think you have to put your hand behind it. Give it a little border. But anyway, a little nugget. Mr. Mechanical, bro. Salute to you, man. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for stopping by over here. Sunday chill sessions. It's 9:30. A little after that, I said, let me get on there and just talk about what's going on. Because I had a great day today, man. I had a really, really nice day. Funky sleeping. I had a good night of sleeping last night. Lee Groves, man. Salute to you, bro. What fuels Bruce gas? Right here, man. And you guys feel me when I come on here and I see more than one or two people in here. I'm like, shit, man. I must be doing something right. Healer, salute my brother Focus Ball. So one door closes, another door opens, and you gotta have thick skin on this internet, bro. You gotta let the fucking shit roll off you like water off a duck's back, and you carry on. And I'm so blessed. Let me get a couple of these tokes in my head over here, bro. I'll tell you what's going on. Not into that head games. Real stuff, bro. Real stuff. I was thinking too, man. I'm looking at myself over here on the thing. I see my neck all fucking. If I could tighten my damn. If I could do that, damn, I look fucking 10 years younger, don't I? Man, if you could. That's what happens. That's what happens when you get old, man. Fucking gravity takes over and your skin gets looser. You lose a little bit of your muscle. But you roll with the punches like anything else, man. You deal. You feel, you heal, then you deal. Yes, sir, teacher. Yes, sir, my brother Focus Ball, man. Focus Ball's been around for a long time. Picasso, Focus Ball. For the first time I ever clicked on, I saw this. I saw everybody's got these crazy names. Not Picasso and Focus Ball. I mean, everybody's got these fucking weird. I didn't know what I was getting into here, man. I was Bruce Goes. That's the name of my daddy gave me, bro. But then I said, nah, I can't change it. What can I change it to? I've had nicknames throughout my life and stuff, but fuck, bro. Put a wristband. Picasso, you always make me laugh, man. Always, bro. You're a witty bastard. You are, man. You always come out with these fucking one-liners. Like we were showing the Stooges flicks a couple of months ago, and the comments you were making, bro. Shout out to you, man. Derek Clark, bro. Thanks for coming by, man. Good evening to you, bro. Getting on the Toka too. Yeah, baby. Could take a little phrase from my man Drew. Yeah, baby. But man, I'm just winding down. And I woke up today. I had this, like I said, I had a great sleep last night. But and I must have been in a good REM because I had a dream, and I haven't had a dream. I can't remember the last time I had a dream. And Yeah, that's what I figured too. But I don't break any laws anymore. Everything I did is it's all in the past. It's all 7 years, man. It's all it's all been expired and expunged and every other fucking thing. So man, well, anyway, I used my name, and then my buddy 150, he called me Bruce Gas in one of his songs, and I dug that, man. And you know, that's that's been my name on here. And even when I go see people now, my name is Bruce Gas. It just fits right in, bro. Randy Smith, man, shout out to you, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. And I was looking at my phone today. Who the hell did I text? That's another story. I'm gonna tell you that one in a second too. But my last night, I get 420 King Bong. Yo yo yo. Who's that? Pigeon? I like your name, bro, because I'm a 420 King Bonger myself. But see, last night I told you I had this great sleep. It was an REM. I was having a dream, and I'm in this fucking bar, and this dude is looking at me, and he's got a bottle in his hand, and it's an empty bottle. And bro, I know what a guy looks like when he's gonna hit you with a bottle, and he had a little fucking twink in his eye, kind of like I do now. But I have cataracts. That's gonna. But anyway, man, I saw the dude who was gonna swing the bottle at me. So I mean, I don't fight with my feet. I don't know how to throw round kicks or anything like that, man. When I get down, it's like this at the teeth. But man, anyway, for some reason I threw him a fucking kick, and I really did. I woke up my fucking calf muscle, man. It felt like it was through my bone. I woke up. Wah! I woke up screaming. I woke up the old lady, the dog. I said, "What's going on?" I said, "Ah ha ha." In your calf muscle, because I have big calves. I used to train my calves a lot, man. I was always blessed with cows down there. When I was bodybuilding, man, a lot of the bros, they don't have big calves. But where you get those motherfuckers? I said, well, I was genetically gifted. I didn't have anything else that I was gifted to me as a, I was always your classic endomorph, but but I had good legs, man. I had good quads. I had full calves. I had the gastronemics. I had the split, the diamond, man. Show calves. But anyway, man, today I think they split and went to the back. And anyway, I had the fucking dream. I'm kicking some guy coming after me with a bottle. What a way to wake up. But it's just starting to feel normal, because really I thought I tore a muscle. Yeah, definitely Samoan calves, Picasso. I mean, they're not as big as they used to be, but all the muscle mass that I lost from the bodybuilding days, the calves remain, because I still can walk. I walk a lot, man. I walk 3 miles a day, minimally every day. Today, great, man, great day to be walking. But anyway, man, I got that done, and I came in, and just kind of. I don't even remember who was on this morning. I think I can't remember, but somebody was on. I think I went online, talked a little bit about the fights we saw last night. Great action last night too, man. They were. I only watched two of the fights. I watched the co-main event with fucking Abraham Supernova and Rabisi Ramirez. Is that his name? Rabashi? I don't know. But anyway, man. Interesting fight. Yeah, thank you, man. Hit that like button. I don't know why, because I'm not here for monetization or make any money or anything. I'm here to have a good time. Mark Wunderlich, bro. Thank you for coming by, man. Thank you, brother. Salute, man. Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. I haven't shouted you out in a long time, man. And it's good to see you here, brother. Good to see you here, man. So anyway, bro. I'm digging on the vibes in the back too, the vibraphones. I'm a jazz man. Unrivaled. Yeah, bro, that was it. We were on Unrivaled this morning, man. Talking to all my Irish brothers out there, man. And good seeing the comments on the fight, because it was a good fucking fight, man. The whole card, but the Ramirez fight, bro. I mean, this kid. I went back. They said check out his amateur record. He's had, I don't know, man, almost 200 amateur fights. So it was a crazy high number of amateur fights. He beat Shakur Stevenson in the amateurs. He only lost to that cat Cruz, the Cuban. He had a few defeats in there, but I mean, great Cuban Cups, Caribbean tournaments, all these amateur accolades. ZR1, salute to you. Healer to call out Punch Drunk. Hey, bro. Internet's a crazy place, man. But the thing is, it's all love, man. It really is. It's fucking love out there for me. And getting back to that, what were we talking? Oh yeah. Talking about the fights last night. But anyway, man, I went on a couple of sites that listen to some good stuff going down. Because I mean, first of all, let's get back to that Rabisi Ramirez, man. He was I thought he was getting outboxed by Supernova at the beginning of the fight, but then he got inside. He threw this wild left hook and excuse me, right hook. He was a southpaw. That's one thing that cracks me up too. People say, "Oh, that's southpaw. Oh, he threw a left hook, man." Southpaws don't throw left hooks. Southpaws, you can only throw a hook on your extended foot, and southpaws always extend their right foot, so they throw a right hook. They cross with their left. And people were saying Tank threw a right hook, man. No, that was the right cross, bro. But anyway, that's basic boxing 101. And Rabisi Ramirez, he threw a straight left, traveled about a foot, smack, good night, great punch, man. Fight was over. We saw Supernova. I mean, I'd seen Supernova before, because you can't mistake that beard. That he dyes that beard a different color every fight that he's in, and he very, very good boxer, a big guy, tall. He had that long left jab. L Dub, salute to you, my brother. Thanks for coming by. And I thought he was ahead of the fight until Ramirez got inside. He threw that sloppy right hook and then that straight left, man, right on the button. Fight was over. Good night. I think this kid Rabisi Ramirez is going to be somebody to watch at that featherweight division, man. The featherweights. I don't follow them like I used to, man. Back when I was into my when I had nothing to do really but follow boxing for about 20 years. The featherweights, the bantamweights, they were all the kings, man. The first featherweights I remember were Danny Little Red Lopez on the WBC side, Eusebio Pedrosa, and they never met. Then Salvador Sanchez came around. He beat Lopez. Lopez, tremendous right hand. But anyway, man, my point is, I used to follow these featherweights and these bantamweights. It was a great division, and I just had plenty of time. It seems like now we have so many titles and minor titles. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just busier now, but I don't follow those the lighter weights like I used to. And I try, and I'm going to start trying more. But sometimes I forget the little guys and everything else. But this Rabisi Ramirez, he looks like he's gonna make some noise in that featherweight, junior lightweight division. And who knows, him and Shakur Stevens might get together again. But definitely, it was a quick fight and it was a brutal ending. This is the way I like boxing, man. It was Healer, my brother, Captain Crunk, man. Hey, any of you guys, thank you for coming in here. All right, take care of clowns like that, please. I'm in StreamYard over here. But and the main event, man, what a great main event we had. Nobody can say anything about that shit, bro. That was one of the it was highly anticipated on my end, man. Light heavyweights, I always loved the light heavyweights. Going back to, like I said, back in the 70s, man. The 70s and earlier. But you got your Bob Fosters, the guys that people talk about. Silver, sup, my brother. But one of the biggest upsets I remember, man. I remember this cat Victor Galendez. He was from Argentina. Tough. He was a bull. Most of them are called bulls, but he had that black curly hair, and he had the mustache, and he looked like a bull, and he threw wide arcing punches. But he probably made 10 defenses of the I think it was the WBA light heavyweight championship that he had, and he lost it to Mike Rossman on an upset. It was on the undercard of Ali and Spinks, man. But the light heavyweights, they're a glamour division. And now we had two undefeated champions fighting each other. The problem with me with boxing today in general, man, these guys don't fight enough, especially when they get to the top. How can you call yourself a world champion when you're fighting once a year? And you're not even going after the other fighters in the same weight division who are calling themselves a world champion. I don't know, man. Water. The drink, I drink water, and I can't stop expounding on the benefits of water. Try to drink more water. I see them out there once in a while, man, and that's a good angle right there. Just try to get more water in your diet, because your body will appreciate it. Your skin, the biggest organ in your body, water. All organs need to be replenished. They need to be refreshed, and everything you drink, your body breaks it all down to get to that water, because water is what it retains. The other things it passes down, unless they're nutrients. But most of the things we drink, soda, beer, coffee, shit like that, it's just you're trying to get to the water, but you're giving it obstacles. Like with coffee, coffee itself is a natural diuretic, so as much as you put in, you're going to expel, maybe even a little bit more. And try to increase the water. That's all. I'm not going to get into it too much. I'm not going to get into it at all anymore. I like to include a little fitness tip in my brief shows with you guys. But today, yeah, a great day, man. My wife started me off with a smile on my face. Need I say? Love you, baby. Hope you catch the replay. I'll delete it though. But anyway, bro. And then I'm sitting here after I went for my walk. I went for a nice long walk with the dog. A couple of miles. I let him loose a little bit. It rained like hell last night, so he went chasing shit. And anyway, man, I came back home, and I'm talking to Mad Chad. Mad Chad gives me a call. Just it, brother. Drink. If you do nothing else, I'm gonna just go one more thing on that. One thing that I say, because I tell you these things because I've got a good background in health and nutrition. I've got certifications in training, and I've got certifications as a dietary technician, nutritional technician. Sup, my brother Mo, and I like to speak on things that will help you. And just add more hydration to yourself. Drink. If you think you're drinking a lot of water, enough water now, add a couple of bottles, two 16-ounce bottles. That's 32 ounces, another quart of water a day. Just you're gonna feel better, man. My brother George Jakovic, who does the Tuesday nights with me, he did a he was with HBO for a long time, and now he just did he did that Blood, Sweat, and Tears special that we saw on Joe Smith and Turbiev. He was in Joe Smith's camp for 2 weeks. And he told me Joe Smith drinks 2 gallons of water, so he started drinking water. And he said, "Man, you're right, Bruce." He says, "I feel better when I get up in the morning." I said, "George, that's one of your basic nutrition tips, man. Hydrate. Don't hesitate, man. Hydrate. If you're thirsty, then it's too late." So anyway, bro. And so I come in. I'm talking to Mad Chad. And we're just having a good old time. We're bullshitting. Then I'm getting another call during the call. I said I thought it might have been my contract. I got some guy coming down to give me a price on doing a little work outside. But I look, it says Tim Witherspoon. I said shit. I says Chad, I got Tim Witherspoon over here. And I should have put him on a 3-way call because 88 Sports Talk, man. Salute. Tim has been on my show once before, and I've talked to him before, and Mad Chad was on there. But anyway, man, to make a long story short, Tim was, "Hey, Bruce, how you been, man? I've been wanting to call you, bro." And I'm like, "Tim, it could have knocked me over with a fucking feather, man." Anyway, we talked for about 20 minutes, and and I said, "Hey, I want to get you on the show again." He goes, "Oh yeah, man. When are you doing it? You still doing it on Tuesday?" I said, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I'll come on with you on Tuesday if it's all right." I said, "If it's all right." I said, "Tim, great." And he's like, "Oh yeah, man." He goes, "You got my email, right?" I said, "Yeah." I just pressed T in my email searches and it was in there. I said, "Yeah, Tim Witherspoon at Gmail." "Yeah, that's it, man." He says, "Just send me the link and And he goes, "Hey, you mind if I bring Mitch Blood Green with me?" Because I'm going to try to get him on a laptop. He goes, "And I said, oh, that'd be great, man. That'd be great. And he says, yeah, man. So anyway, man, Tuesday night, and I hope we can do it technically, because sometimes things don't work out right, and sometimes life gets in the way of a lot of things. But the plan is, man, and I spoke to Tim today, and he's going to come on here, and he's going to try to get blood green, and that'll be so interesting, man, so cool. But anyway, I'm so looking forward to talking with Tim on Tuesday night. And man, yeah, baby. But that's what it is, man. And that was that was only noontime, bro. That was only noontime. And I caught up on a little more of my usual stuff that I have to, and then I started talking about the fight last night, Beterbiev, man. Joe Smith and fucking Artur Beterbiev. A light heavyweight fight, and getting back into the light heavyweight division. I always dug the light heavyweight division. I just explained that. I try not to get redundant, but man, I swear Alzheimer's is creeping up on me, as I forget half the things. And it's I was talking to Tim today, and he's telling me about some of his new endeavors, and then he says, oh, I got to go to Las Vegas in a couple of days, man. He goes, I'm doing that reality show, and I said, yeah, the one you're gonna make $1 million. He goes, how did you know that? Bro, you told me about a half hour, 20 minutes, whatever. But anyway, man, God blessed him with a spoon, and I'm looking forward to Tuesday night, man. George Jakovic, Mad Chad, G5. I'm gonna get Trick Nolte if he wants to, because Trick is my brother, man. Trick always brings guests on, but this one I got without Trick, man. So man, Tuesday night, man, tune in with us, man. You have any questions? And Tim is a legend, bro. If you don't know who Tim Witherspoon is, do your homework, man. This man has held the WBC, the WBA heavyweight championship of the world when there were only 2 belts going around. He fought Larry Holmes for 12 or 15 rounds. He almost knocked him out. Larry didn't want to give him a rematch. But anyway, man, that's going to be Tuesday night. We're going to a little bit of talking about these fights last night, man. Great anticipation, and I was expecting a knockdown, drag out war. I was looking for something like George Foreman and Ron Lyle, the elevator fight they call that. But instead, we got something more like George Foreman and Joe Frazier, like down goes Smith. And I heard he got fucked up pretty bad. I don't know how he is now. He went to the hospital, from what I understand. I've heard it from several different websites on here, so it's got to be true. I'm puffing on the last of a bud called Perp. Not the granddaddy purple, just plain old Perp. All these crazy strains out there. I love them though, man. People say, you smoke so much, you still getting high. How do you still get high? Yeah, first of all, I don't smoke to get high, right? I smoke for medicinal purposes. Stage 3 chronic arthritis. And it's to the point where I need total joint replacements in both shoulders. So it's not like it flares up once in a while. The pain's always there, and I just nullify it with the weed. I've gotten off narcotic pain relievers. I've gotten off antidepressants. I've gotten off this other crazy things they try to put you on for pain now. And weed, I'm just a firm believer of it. And in fact, when I was talking to Tim today, he goes, "You're still smoking that bong, right?" Because Tim got a little shit with the weed back in the day. He got himself in trouble, man. I think it was for the Tony Tubbs fight. I believe that was called a no contest, man, or something, man. It was one of those crazy 80s stories. The weed. Legal in most states today. I don't know most states, but Rhode Island, the 19th state that totally legalized it for recreational purposes, which is which is a good thing, bro. They can walk down the street smoking a blunt. Wherever you smoke a cigarette, you can smoke a doobie in Rhode Island, which is they've come a long way, baby. I love jazz, man. I love like even this music here. You know, I've gotten my hands on some what they call uncopywritten music that I can play without having to get a strike against me, and it's not bad. You know, it's not like listening to Miles Davis, but it's cool. It keeps me bopping. I couldn't do a show in total silence, you know, never could, man. But I don't want something that's overbearing that's going to disrupt me or anybody else, and you know, I guess this is the happy medium. And it's kind of cool because I listen to so many different variations of jazz. You know, I've told you cats about the 3,000 jazz albums I have on vinyl that I'll give anybody if they want them, want to take them away. Come down to Rhode Island and get them. And the CDs I never even counted my CDs, but I had to take them all out because I replaced my carpet, and I had a bin. The bin was probably 1.5 feet by 3 feet by 1.5 feet, you know, a square bin, and maybe 2 feet high. I filled it up with the CDs from A to G, and it couldn't put any more in there. And I gave them to this dude. There must have been 500, 600 CDs in there. Who knows, more than that maybe. But anyway, he sent his kids down here yesterday. What? And anyway, the two of them, they took the bin up to his car, and you know, see, I'm kind of a cat who came into technology late in my life, and this is one of my old fucking friends. This is a guy who they called him Jethro, one of the strongest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. He took a 12-pound sledgehammer. You take a sledgehammer, you just try to hold it out and balance it. This dude took a sledgehammer, he bent it down like that, and then he brought it up and he touched his nose with it, and he brought it back down again. That's a hammer that's probably on 3 feet of a stick. So some of you guys try that someday, and you see how strong you are, because and my boy's all crippled now. He can't even walk down here. That's why he had to send his kids down here. But he was if he knew how to fight, he would have been he'd be a good match for Larry Holmes to tune up on. But he wouldn't go down. He was that tough. One of these Neanderthal human. But anyway, man, broken down now, had cancer and everything else, and the poor guy. But he just put a CD player in his car. Like, wow, man, are you getting it's almost like it's 1995 all over again. But anyway, I gave him the CDs. He likes the blues. I had a Robert Cray right on top because he's a C. He opened it up. He put it in there, smile on his face. Oh, yeah, I'm going to like this. I said, oh, you got jazz, you got funk, you got country, you got Frank Sinatra. You go through there, you're going to find oh, Bruce, man, thank you. I said, bro, when you empty that bin, you just send it back again. I'm going to fill it up again for you. And, you know, I got them out of my house. I never use them again. They've been gathering dust over here. Yeah, you're right, Picasso. Just like that, country strong. Never lifted a weight in his life, but I bet he could push 400 off the bench in his prime. One of those kind of cats. But where was I going? See, I get this fucking short attention span. D-Ray, my brother. And yeah, my boy Big Mike getting rid of my CDs, which was cool. I don't have to put them back because I had them under the cabinet that I have my monitor on. My TV, actually. I don't know what you call them anymore. Your screen. Beta Lily, salute out there. Salute to my sisters in the Philippines. Thank you for coming by. I'm not usually on at this time, but hey, you know, this is the internet. I'm doing great, my sister. I hope you're doing well. Anybody out there, you want some happy times? You want to go sing with the sisters out in the Philippines? Beta Lily Music and Vlog. Go sub to her. And you know, whether it's your cup of tea or not, once in a while you'll be driving around there. You want to sing, you put it on there and request a tune, and they sing like angels out there. Good stuff, man. And thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, because that's what we do on here. We share ourselves. We go out. We support other channels. We give them a thumbs up. Fresh killings, Picasso. You know that, brother. But see, my mind I start talking about something, and then I'll see somebody. I'll talk about something else, and I'll reminisce about my crazy boy, Big Mike Jethro, with the 12-pound sledgehammer, and you know, I don't know where I'm going with all this, but D-Ray Promotions. Okay, man, yeah, the sister always shouts you out. You always feel like $1,000,000 when you go there, like you're the only guy in the room. So, man, shout out to them, and that's what it's all about on here. Cause I'm on here for fun. To have a good time, to feel good, to like a Sunday night to chill a little bit, to unwind, smoke a little of my weed, listen to a little jazz, talk about the weekend, and man, it's still a funky weekend. It's tomorrow they celebrate the 10th. Juneteenth is it's today, but tomorrow it's the federal holiday. So I guess people in my neighborhood are finally catching on, because even some of the cats that I talk to in the morning, I said, there's a holiday. What are you talking about, a holiday? I said, it's fucking Juneteenth, you fools. And no clue. No. Some of these rubes, man, I don't even think they know that Martin Luther King is a federal holiday now. But man, regardless thereof, it was, I said, don't put your trash out tonight, man. They're not going to pick it up tomorrow. And I noticed when I was walking through the neighborhood today, I didn't see a lot of people put their trash out. They must get the idea, because especially in the summer now, you put it out and it sits in the sun all day, and whew, you're gonna have maggots in that sucker the next day. But the federal holiday tomorrow, it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm not going to the bank. I'm not going to the library. I know not to put the trash out. But I love holidays, and I love them in general, man, because it's just, unless you own a business, unless you own a small business, then it's just another expenditure. But I used to kind of like them, because when I was working, the majority of my life I was self-employed. I didn't like working for the man. I didn't like punching the clock, but I had to many times in my life. And a holiday, you always dug that, because it was like especially a Monday holiday. That's a long weekend, and if you somehow get out of work early on a Friday, you could really stretch it out. Which is what holidays are, man. They're a time to enjoy, and I don't know, man. It's a day off. For me, it is anyway. Some people treat them differently. I bunch them all into the same thing. I don't really distinguish one from the other, except for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I love holidays, man, and whatever it takes, whatever they call for. And Baturbiev. What did you cats think of Artur Baturbiev? Is he the baddest pound for pound light heavyweight in the world, or did he just fight somebody who was overhyped and didn't have a plan B? And was it just a lamb brought to the slaughter, pumped up by false hopes, being over the hill fighters given gift decisions? Think about that, man. Baturbiev, 37 years old. A lot of people are saying the best preserved 37-year-old in boxing. Devout Muslim. Says he never had a smoke, never had a drink in his life. Observes our holidays. Trains like an animal. I don't know if you saw him training, man. I saw it on the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then there was another video that came out. I saw it was something like the bizarre training methods of a Turbiev. We can't even pronounce his name. I heard his name pronounced 3 different today, and it seems like if I say it more than once in a sentence, I'll pronounce it a different time. Well, did you see the Artur Baturbiev fight? That was a great fight, but I think that Better Beef can. So see, man, it's like how can he be regarded as as one of the all-time greats in boxing when most people, everybody, they can't even get his name right, bro. Even my homeboy, Demetrius Andrade, that's his name, Andrade, man. It's not Andrade. It's Andrade, like Kool-Aid, lemonade, Andrade. In Rhode Island, there's you open the phone book, there's dozens and dozens of Andrades. My sister-in-law is an Andrade. And my niece is an Andrade. There's Andrade's Real Estate, Andrade's Insurance, Andrade's Fish and Chips. I mean, there's many Andrade's Bait Shop. A lot of androids. So give my bro his due respect. I know he doesn't even care. You know, I've heard him say it before. He's a laid back cat, and he should have been more aggressive throughout his whole career. Maybe if he would, he'd be regarded. And we're talking about some of these big names today. Maybe Demetrius Andrade would be included there. Some people say, oh, some people they ride him hot, they ride him heavy, they ride with him, man. They don't see it's a career wasted, you know. If he doesn't do something like right now, not next year, not in 2 years, he has to fight, win titles, and just fight like a boxer. Do what a boxer is supposed to do. Don't hold up a title, man. You know these titles they get. Fighters are fighting once a year with a championship belt, and what are these other fighters supposed to do, man? You know, what are they supposed to do? What they're supposed to do is fight each other and make themselves so hot that the champion has to fight them or relinquish his belt. Move on to another division, like ducking. I don't believe in the duck word in boxing, man. I don't think it's the fighters that are ducking. I think it's the business of boxing, the managers, the management, not the managers, the management, the promoters. I don't know how they make their money. You know, you make your money from fighting. And it seems like these guys are making, they're talking so much money. I mean, fuck it. What did Tyson Fury, did he say a half $1 billion for him to come out of retirement? Is that for him to fight the winner of Usyk and Joshua? Did he say $500 million $1 billion? What is this man snorting? He's not smoking what I'm smoking, that's for sure. Yeah, see this non-copywritten jazz isn't too bad. It's better than that stuff that YouTube gives, that StreamYard gives you, man. I'm so sick of hearing that. Ugh. It's like, come on, you're supposed to be content creators. Get creative, man. There's a lot of stuff you can find out there, especially the live stuff. But some guys are afraid they're going to get strikes and I don't know what else, man. Demonetized. You have to, use your head and look around. You can find the right stuff to play in the background if that's your thing. Some people get distracted by that. Me, it relaxes. I hope it's okay with my family out there that's stopping in here, because man, you know, you got it really it blows my mind. It does humble me that there'd be more than 1 or 2 people coming and listen to this fucking old cat. Punching Bag, my brother, salute, man. Salute to you, bro. Punching Bag Skunk, man. Shout out to him, man. That's Greg Towns, man. He's a retired light heavyweight boxer from Rhode Island. One of my brothers, man. Go sub to Punching Bag Skunk, bro. He was out there. In fact, he's got a couple of videos out there, man. You know, Punching Bag. You mind if I show that video, man? That the video of all the legends. I'd like to put that up. That was so good. I could probably find that in a second, man. I know you own that, man, and you know, you give me the okay, and I'd like to play that because I think people would appreciate that, bro. You give me the word, and I'll go find that sucker. That's an awesome video, man. You want to see some heavy duty legends all gathered at the same spot? My brother Punch Drunk has got a video on YouTube, and if he gives me the permission to do it, I'll go find it. Thank you, my brother. We're gonna watch something right now, man. This is such a beautiful video. So give me a second. Let me go find it over here. See how my skills get me over here, and let's see. Let me see. Let me find it here. Alrighty. see it. Which one? Why, yeah. Fam, check this out. This put a total smile on my face here, man.
It looks like Junior Jones in the house.
Junior Jones.
Was here today, man. We got Junior Jones first. You sit next to my man Lou Sotheby's.
Oh.
What's up, Lou? Alright. Sotheby's over here. We got Iran Barkley over here.
Iran Barkley.
We got
Roberto Duran.
Alright. We got on this side. We got the crew over here, Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooley, of course. Governor Ray Mercer's in the house.
Merciless Ray Mercer. Terrible Tim Witherspoon, my brother. Mitch Blood Green. Tyrell Biggs. Man.
All right. There goes Mitch in the house. All right, good stuff. What you got, Snuff Boxing Media Incorporated?
Another 4 hours.
Marina Del Rey. Marina Del Rey in Bronx, New York. I got mixed up with the thing. Here we are, the function Friends of the Champ, Iran Barkley's foundation. Put some footage. What's up, Champ? There's some Vikings. As you see, there's a lot of people here having a good time. Heading that way. I gotta go to the table, something moving. Punching Bag, Snuff Boxing Media Incorporated, where you get the best on boxing.
Yeah, you do, man. And we were lucky to show that, man. That was so beautiful. Legends. I'm just so glad we got to share that in here, man. Let me see if I can. If I'm as good as getting out of here as I am as getting in here. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do it pretty well here. But man, that was great stuff. That was great stuff. And the first time I saw that, I had such a smile on my face. Just seeing that all those legends together, man. You know it, Conshonry. Thank you for coming by here, bro. And man, shout out to Punching Bag Skunk, man. Rhode Island strong all the way, bro. You know, check him out too, man. Go check him out on Boxing Rec. See some of the names he got in the ring with, man. You know, back in the glorious '90s. You know, this was when boxing was at its best. To me, anyway, man. And maybe it's better today. Maybe it's not. I don't know, man. I just think fighters should fight more. All those legends we saw there. Toby Bartlett, bro. Shout out, my man. You know, they'd get in the ring in a second. They'd probably do it today, half of those guys, man. I know they would. But see, that's where I fell in love with boxing. Those are the guys that came in my house every weekend. They were on ABC, Wide World of Sports, or CBS Sports Spectacular, or NBC Sports World, or Tuesday Night Fights on ABC, or Friday nights on ESPN, or man, the big three: Showtime, HBO, and then your famous pay-per-views. You had Friday nights every month. There was a Knockout TV had a pay-per-view. Punching Bag, thank you, my brother. Nah, my show's nothing, man. You know, somebody crashed on me the other day, man. They said, you're smoking fucking dope on there. You're stealing music from this and that. Bro, man, hey, this is the internet, man. This is what I dig doing, bro. I hope I don't offend anybody out here, man. I just want to enjoy boxing, what I grew up on, you know, what we saw last night, what we're going to see next week. Just a place where I can dig boxing. Yeah, let me show you this shirt if I can, bro. This kind of tells you it all. See, I only care about boxing and like maybe 3 people. That's that's part of my merch. You can get that for $39.95. You know, no. See, we don't go there, man. I'm not gonna sell you a T-shirt for $29 that I can go to the dollar store and pick up, bro. You know, when people donate to channels, they just do it out of their heart. Don't rip them off from fucking overpriced merchandise. I saw COVID masks going out there with guys' fucking channels on the front of those for like $19.95. You know that, Toby. That's the way they did it, bro. I mean, it was boxing. It was like I was like a little kid in a candy store. The Sunday paper used to come. You know, there was no internet. I mean, no internet for sure. But the only way we got our boxing news, the first of it, the magazines. I bought every magazine. I mean, I could go through my house right now and I could probably pull up a dozen fucking magazines from the 90s. After doing the cleaning this weekend, I found some under the tables and here and there. Because man, I haven't moved stuff around heavy duty like I have in the past few days. Like I'm talking 40 years with the same rug, 20 years with the same couch. You know, see, I live a bit off the road, and it's kind of hard to bring stuff down here. And once it's here, it usually stays. And I'm set in my ways. But anyway, man, I found a lot of stuff cleaning up that I didn't even know I had. And one of them was a bunch of. See, my head just went every weekend. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, brother. You get that Sunday paper, and you go to the TV section. So I was talking about the information we get. The first one, the most direct one, was a Sunday paper. You'd open it up and you see who's fighting, and it would go Sunday through the following Saturday. So and a lot of the ABC, CBS, they had a lot of fights on Sunday afternoons. I mean, big fights today that would be pay-per-view. You get them on a fucking on a Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? A Saturday afternoon, too. You could watch a fight, still go out, have dinner, go to the clubs, whatever, man. Boxing was fan-friendly, especially to young guys like myself that, you know, shit, if I get home at 11 o'clock, I'd say, shit, there's still clubs open. I'm going to go out for a few more. You know, going out was a must. Staying home for a fight, if you had to, maybe a pay-per-view. Picasso, I'm sorry I'm not reading that, man. But I am now. See, my dyslexia, I remember the fights in the barracks with people from all over Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Guam, Mexico. You know that, bro. And Black and Brown, my brother, salute to you, man. Black and Brown Boxing. I love your channel, my bro. I always go over there, man. It's always entertaining, informative. Black and Brown, man. Black and Brown's a real fight fan, man. You know, he calls it the way he sees it. He's no fanboy, bro. And if he fought a fighter, you could argue with it back and forth with him as long as you got facts, as long as you're not fucking talking out your ass. Black and Brown is he's one of the most liberal guys I know, man. For one of the most open guys. He used to talk fence riding, and I got that off you, Black and Brown. And you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that in boxing, man, because I'm a fence rider. I got somebody shooting me a freaking text. Let's see if these are bullshit texts or real texts, man. Let's see what we got here. Tim the Skywalker Moosey, bro. Shout out, my brother. He's out. I saw you out there, man. I saw you out there, my brother. Boxing is like weed. Let me see if I can get that a little bit bigger here. Can't stop? Why stop? There we go. Oh, damn it. I got a cheap phone. And I just lost that whole nice thing I just had. Let me see if I can find it again here. Press my text. Tim Skywalker movie picture. Get that on the big. There we go. Can you see that, man? Hey, that's why I love mass communications. You know, I give people my number. I don't care, man. You know, oh, don't give you. I'll put my number in chat. Say, you call me if it's a crank call. Hang up. Big fucking deal, man. You can block them. So it ain't no big thing. It ain't nothing but a thing. But Tim Moosey, shout out to you, bro. You got the Bruce Gas t-shirt. Was that a Bruce Gas t-shirt? Come on. I'm sorry, man. If it was, if it was, then man, shame on me. Shame on me, bro. Boxing is like weed. Oh, well, okay. I thought you might have gotten a t-shirt and had my name. I was gonna say, what the fuck? Because you know, anything is possible on this crazy internet. I've gotten gifts in the mail from people that I could not believe. I got edibles from some dude. I'm not gonna say his name. Brother of mine out there. Strongest edibles. I can't even get edibles that strong. Monica, shout out, sister. Salute to you, man. You know, man. By the way, I call my wife man and bro all the time. I gotta watch my mouth. You know, sometimes I speak before I think. But anyway, see, and once again, I was going on and on. A pretty lady comes into the room. I get all tongue-tied and knocked out and start stuttering and shit. What were we just talking about? Somebody remind me. Khan, my brother Khan. You know, Khan, I'll call you. I'll call you and talk to you, bro. Life's crazy. And you know, don't take anything fucking seriously on the internet, bro. I'm fucking great, sister. I hope you're talking to me, man. Because I am really great, man. I hope you're great. I hope you're all great. Why shouldn't we be? This is talking about the boxing. So much boxing. But Turbiev, we haven't quit talking about him yet, have we? Is that who we're talking about, man? Because last night, it was short, it was sweet, it was precise. And do we have a star on our hand? We just saw all those greats, which was so cool, man. All those legends. And that was in the Bronx. That was in New York, man. And next year, Punching Bag, make sure I get notified about that. If any of those events go on, when they're within bus rides, man, when they're within train rides. I said when in my day, New York, man, New York and on a train, that was great because you get a private car, take about 4 hours, shoot right there. We used to bring the Toka 2 with us, man. Get the private car, cab car they used to call it. I think it was maybe $40 extra, but it was worth it. Because you could bring drinks in there and nobody bother you. The guy come get the tickets. You're not supposed to be smoking in here. Okay, boss. Give him a 5 and half the time they want a toke off it too. But I love the boxers from my day, especially when I see them. And you know, I don't see a guy who got old. I just see a brother who's just who's matured and most of these guys. You'd be surprised what good shape they are. Lou Severisi, I saw him once on one of the films. I didn't know who he was, and until somebody said that's Lou Severisi. I thought that was like Michael P.S. Hayes. You know, I see that he got the blonde or the gray, the tints in his hair. And Lou was a talented fighter in his day, man. You know, all of those guys, and most of those guys, they fought each other. But yet they're bang flesh and they're brothers, man. I appreciate that, Greg. I appreciate that, man. And you know, I don't even know if I can go anywhere these days because not anywhere. Something like that, I would definitely make an exception for. Something like that, for sure, brother, for sure. I mean, that was like that was the Hall of Fame right there, the living Hall of Fame. I mean, these days you don't need an autographed book. You just need your phone. Oh, damn! Can you imagine? Great stuff. When Bruce is like this, it reminds me of Ralph on piano and the Muppets. Wait, head shakes. Hey, I hope that's a compliment. I never watched the Muppets. I was always a little older. When the Muppets were on, I was kind of watching the short skirts. You know, I was just a little older. But I have seen them like the Muppets and Linda Ronstadt. You know, the Muppets and George Benson, the Muppets and Mike Tyson. You know, shit like that. I always had a little place for, a big place for, man. And Mike Tyson, that's another one, man. And shout out to Mike Tyson. Guy's making $1 million now, and that for a while ago, man. We thought he had nothing. We thought we saw people that I knew that were in the know. They thought Mike would be a victim of suicide. You know, but nope, man. He bounced back with the weed. And Tyson is now. My wife even showed me today. She comes in here on her phone. You check, look at it. What did it say? It was a strain that he had. It was in one of the little jars. It was 3.5 grams, and sold in the store. That's for any of you don't know, that's 1/8 of an ounce. For good weed now, you're paying over $50 for a 3.5 gram. Can you imagine that, man? But hey, it is what it is, bro. I mean, shit, man. When I was buying nickel bags, you could buy a brand new Volkswagen for $2,000 too. The times they are changing. I know that, Toby. I know that, my brother. That's why this internet, the whole thing is, some people they slip, they may slip a word, and somebody else takes it as offensively, and bro, there was no offense, no malice whatsoever. One word can offend somebody where the other cat will just laugh it right off, and you motherfucker, That's the way I am, bro. Words, bro. Believe me, I've sticks and stones will break my bones. Bullets will hurt me. Everything, But words, man, especially words on the internet, when somebody's fucking how many states away, and when I see these guys looking at each other, it's like, motherfucker, what the fuck's the matter with you? And just say whatever you want to say, and this is the internet, bro. Block me, delete me, bury me. What do they say? Oh, I buried you the other night. I love that, man. Did you see me bury him on there? Yeah, you sure did, man. That's it, Con. I'm not serious about anything out here. I'm just out here to talk a little bit, man. Just to relax a little bit. Actually, to promote Tim coming on the show on Tuesday, and it really is. It's a pleasure to see you guys in here. It gives me incentive to do this more. And man, it helps me listening to some nameless jazz in the background. Always love jazz. I'm from Rhode Island, Monica. Like, I'm going to show you something right now. I just bought a security system. It was real cheap. Honest to God, it was $700 for 5 cameras, and its own. I'm gonna try to dig it up on my screen below here, because this is the coolest thing, bro. Let's see. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna try this. This is gonna be fun. Let's see if I can do this without interfering with the music. Okay, let's see here. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to do something different here. Let's see if I can do it on here and still keep. I think so. Yeah, let's see here. Get this down below. And I'll get this back up here again. I think this is, yeah, there we go. I did that right. Let's see if I can do this right in the bottom, because this is kind of going to blow your mind. This is pretty cool. And I forgot I could do this right now. All right, let me put this on the screen. See, I got the security system. Like I said, it not a security system. It's just outdoor cameras, and I installed one of them out my front yard. Monica, I'm gonna this goes into where I live, because that's another thing that I thank God for every day, man. I live on this bay called the Monhope Bay in Bristol, Rhode Island, and the first camera that I installed was the one that takes a view of my backyard. And see, it's so cool that I could share this with you guys. See, this is my security camera right here, man. I can make that bigger on this side and on that side. That's my backyard right there. And let's see if it's got a light on here. This is yeah, see, this is that lights it up. And see, this one camera with two screens. That screen on the left is that side of the bay, and this is the right side, and that's the city of Fall River in front of me there. You know, that's where Lizzie Borden had her axe and gave her father 40 whacks. And this here that's the mouth of something they call the Twisted. That's twisted over up on top there, and below that's out my living room window. And in this camera, I can go kind of down the bay there. That's a place called the Bristol Narrows. That's a big place for striped bass. And anyway, man, this is pretty cool, man. This is pretty cool. I can go in and out with that, go looking around, make that one go back, make it onto one screen or two screens, and I don't know, bro. And I'm gonna have one of those on the side of my house and in front of the house for a couple of $100, man. And you should see. I can get that. See, I believe I can go in here and get stuff that happened. Like, see, I get the sunrise every day over here. Let's see if this is. See, right now I just hit the recording thing down there, and I don't know what it's doing. What does this do here? Is this the one that auto alarm? I don't know what the alarm is all about. I guess I'll learn that. Actually, I don't set it up. My buddy who does my computers, he's the one who told me. He says, for a couple of $100, you can put this thing out there and. You can see everything. You'll get a complete 360 around your house, and you'll be able to zoom in. And he says, you just sit there. You look down the road, and a girl walks by. You can zoom right in on her. I says, really? Well, you think I'm a fucking pervert? He says, no, but I know what you are. You're right, man. So anyway, bro, this is evening right here. It's a little chilly right now. It's probably around 60 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer than that, but it's usually like 75 out there. And very very cool thing. So when people ask me about where I'm living, bro, I'm just going to kind of say, check this out, man. And next time we come here, I can show you the front of my house, the side of my house, because it's a pretty cool shack. It's a very little it's a little shack in the back, as I'd like to say. But all of a sudden, waterfront property became very desirable. It became the place to go, the place to be. I'm also learning a lot about my new StreamYard, and it's cool because I can practice it over here, and I feel totally at ease. I know some people who come on and they clam right up, they freeze right up, and I'm like, oh, this is it's like most of you cats. I know you, and dude, if I could call you up and say, hey man, let's go out and get a drink. I jump in your car, or I'll help you jump in my car, because I'd have a fat blunt for you. I have two, one for you, one for me. Because we got to be careful now, social distancing. But see, weed kills COVID, man. I think. I hope. I haven't gotten it. I smoke a lot of weed, so I can anecdotally say that, right? But see, this is just something I really dig having it. And anybody wants to get something like that, get in touch with me, and I'll I'll give you the address. It's real simple, man. Real simple to hook up, and what's better, it records everything too. So like I was saying, man, I get a sunrise out that window every day, and sometimes it's kind of difficult to get up at. I think it's 5:30. It comes up now. And the thing about me is, it's about 11:15 now. If I get off here at midnight or whenever, it'll still take me an hour to wind down because I still have to put the dog out. I still have to. Oh shit, man. A lot of things before bed. My accent. I don't have an accent. You guys have accents, man. Yeah, it's true, Con. Because the thing, man, I know people have had it, and man, they have the you can go get some. I don't know what that new drug is that they have now, but you can go get that at the first signs, and it really lessens the symptoms. And I respected it the whole way. I always had masks on when I went out, and I was very fortunate. Some of my best friends got it. My real best friend, he died from COVID, man. He died the day that Marvin Hagler died. This is a dude that I went to see Marvin Hagler with, and did everything with the guy. And first of all, he wasn't in the best of shape. He didn't take care of himself. He got into the fuck it stage. Coco, thank you, my brother. K Savoy, appreciate you cats coming in here. I can catch striped bass out there, bro. I can catch black bass. There's a fish called tautog. They run seasonally. I've actually caught a 7-pounder sitting right where I'm sitting here, bro. I can toss the pole off my deck, pass it in the window, put it right there, keep the toka 2 going. That pole starts a bobbing. I'll reel it up as far as the shore. I'll run down there and pull it up by hand. And I'm telling you, man, God strike me dead, I always say, which I shouldn't, but I think it was a 6-pounder or maybe an 8-pounder right from sitting here, right in the living room. And yeah, it's sometimes when stripers are running, man, they've caught some dude sit right next to my home here, 20 feet away. He caught a 67-inch striper. Fucking thing was big. I saw it. It was in a local newspaper back in the day. That everybody used to get the local paper, and yeah, them stripers get real big, man, real big. And right now they're running like crazy down at the other end of the bay, under the Mount Hope Bridge. Down here is more of a spawning area. I think it's either later in the season. Yeah, you want to be me, all right. But anyway, bro, we takes care of ourselves, and I'm retired. I don't feel any different in my head than I did when I was in my 20s. I still loving boxing. I'm still digging the. The only thing that's changed is I realized that your body can't process all the shit that you put into it like it did when you were in your 20s or in your 30s, even your 40s, bro. I think my 40s I peaked. Physically, I peaked, man. I was benching over 300. I was in the gym. I was a personal trainer. I was in the gym every day. I was eating like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was getting ready for for his Mr. Olympia. And it was my life, and I dug it. And this is the trickle down. I guess staying relatively healthy and flexible is probably the trickle down of having that. Of taking care of myself now, because now, I mean, shit, a fucking bodybuilder would laugh at what I'm eating now. Most people would say, "Oh, you eat really well." Yeah, I eat really well for a fucking normal 9 to 5 white soccer. But if I was in the industry trying to keep my body fat below 10% on a daily basis, I'd be doing the protein shakes more than I do now. I'd be spacing my meals out. I'd be eating five times a day, equally portioned, a lot more of the complex carbs, the oatmeals. But see, I still eat all that good stuff, bro. K Savoy, my brother. I still try to eat as clean as I can. I try to eat smaller portions. My wife is with me too, because even when I was doing my my serious bodybuilding days, she always made sure I ate the right thing. I'd be working and she'd go in there and she'd have a couple of grilled chicken breasts and a baked potato and a salad for me. I'm like, baby, she'd take better care of me than she did of herself. I'd work like I had a store, I close at 9, and so sometimes I miss that meal from 3 to 9 where I need a feeding in there. And I worked in a nutrition store, so I could pop open a protein shake mix, no problem, man. But she knew that I'd much rather eat my calories than drink them. So she made sure that I always had a decent meal, a feeding, and it was always perfect proportion of carbohydrates to protein. She made sure I got at least 35 grams of protein, and I mean clean protein. A lot of water. Always drank a lot of water. But anyway, man, you do that now, and it's like putting money in a bank. It's going to pay off. It's going to mature. It's going to gain interest. As opposed to spending it all foolishly and then being broke at the end of your life and having to rely on fucking Social Security. Believe me, that's where I'm at financially. But as far as taking care of yourself, because I'm hanging with all the dudes I used to hang with, and they used to laugh at me. They didn't laugh at me because I'd fucking smash their fucking faces in, but they wouldn't do as I did as far as taking care of yourself. Just getting that cardio in every day, because that's so important. The most important muscle in your body is your heart, bro, and you got to get that pumping optimally. And you've got to make sure the food you eat, everything is going to break down into the glycogen in your bloodstream, and you don't want the bad cholesterol. You don't want the triglycerides, and so you get those eating saturated fats and eating a lot of processed foods and high sodium, a lot of sugar. So man, you take care of yourself and you don't even miss that shit. See, right now, my wife, I've kind of gone like a 50-50 kind of a thing. My wife, she her diet, I always said it was atrocious, but it wasn't that bad compared to most people. Once again, but I was a stickler for it, man. I look at food as a fuel. And I stated before, I come from a restaurant family, so and I've owned a restaurant myself. I was in the restaurant business for almost 5 years, and I was a cook before. I did everything, bro. Dishwasher, fucking managing, you name it. But anyway, man, I learned in the restaurant business how to create nutritious and delicious meals. I couldn't sell them. People wanted cream sauces and the mashed potatoes I used to make with the fucking pound of butter in there and a half quart of heavy cream, but I learned myself how to make them really nutritious and good for you, and that's what I still carry that over. I can make a chicken masala that's going to be nothing like the one you're going to get at the Italian Garden there. But Olive Garden, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I only went there once in my life. Now I don't even know if it was there for drinks or if I ate there, because that food I just can't eat that shit anymore. I don't like it, first of all, anymore. But if I ate a chicken Alfredo, bro, it would take me days to wear that shit off. Literally, get the sweats. You can smell your fucking sweat. You eat shit like that, because man, your body wants to get rid of it, wants to expel it. But see, you're not getting enough good carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates to get the fiber. So you can't even pass it off, for Christ's sakes, My advice is try to clean up your diet a little bit. You clean it up a little bit every day, just not even every day, man. Let's say once a week. Just eliminate something that you perceive as negative, and do a little study on it. If you think you're drinking too many Coca-Colas, check out the caffeine in there, check out the sugar. And do a little research. Go into your Google. I always say Google it. Yeah, some things Google has got their own, their own policies, their own philosophies. But when it comes to just your basic nutritional facts, you can't do better, bro. I mean, Google it and find out what's in there, and find out why that's bad for you. Eliminate that. If you can eliminate every week one thing from your diet, if you can eliminate the high fructose that you think is good for you, or you look at something that says made with brown rice syrup. That sounds healthy, right? It's fucking sugar. It's a sweetener. It's just derived from brown rice, but and it's your body knows no different than that in table sugar. I mean, table sugar, granulated sugar, bad for the teeth, bad for the whole digestive tract. But see, once it gets digested, it's the same thing as eating an apple. The sugar in an apple, it's glucose. The sugar, table sugar, it breaks down to glucose too. Apple's got much more nutrients in there. Your pectins, different vitamins, minerals. But my point is, if you can eliminate one negative food from your diet, add one good food. Eliminate the French fries. Add some sweet potatoes to the diet. Not all the time, but most of the time. And you're gonna feel better. And you're gonna. If you don't feel good, you can't do a fucking thing. I don't care how much money you have, what kind of car you have, what kind of weed you have. The fuck, what everybody thinks of you, man. Yeah, that's the thing, Coco, is I was in that same boat too, bro. And what I learned is you have to just kind of do it slowly and gradually, and not revert back. Kind of it takes a little bit of discipline, but if you look at the benefits of it, bro, that's they're bountiful benefits, bro. I mean, since I lost weight, I used to get chest pains when I was 40 pounds overweight, and literally I'm saying, damn, I'm probably gonna get a heart attack. But hey, that's the way it is, bro, and I'm not gonna change that. But I got kind of sick of that. I got sick of seeing my friends, close friends, just fucking looking like shit before my eyes, and then find out that they don't feel good enough to go out and go out and get a couple of drinks, and I said, fuck that shit, man. I gotta start moving, and I started jogging. It was tough at first. I'd fucking throw up practically, get stomach aches, but then I said, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna do it again, and I kept doing that. Before I knew it, I was running a fucking 5K race every day. I was running a fucking 3 mile course, and it was cool. I was digging it, but then I found out that as good as I felt, as healthy as I felt, I was lacking something in that regiment that I had, and I found out that was the resistance training, because that's what you need. You need weight training to keep the body improving. And so I bought a little. I didn't buy it. I think somebody gave it to me, a little Sears bench, and the plastic dumbbells with sand inside. And I think the maximum was 150 pounds or something. And damn, 150 pounds, it was almost unimaginable. So before long, that became the warm-up weight. But anyway, man, my point is, resistance training is key to go along with your cardio. And that's when I started saying, there's a science to this shit. I think I was about, it was in my mid-30s. I'm like, this is some fucking interesting shit here. And I'm still running a restaurant at the time too, but I'm like, I'm busting my balls in that greasy restaurant and serving people this food. I can see them getting fat every day before my bloody eyes, and you got to get a license for this and that, and pay this and taxes. And I like this. I like this fitness industry. It was just starting to open up back in the early 90s. People were wearing the crazy pants, and the fashions were different. Jane Fonda workouts and all that shit. And but I saw a lot of money being made. I saw these dudes as personal trainers, making $100 an hour. Morons. And I'm like, shit. Excuse me for a second. Gotta blow the schnoz here. Okay. Hope that wasn't too gross. Let me make sure my music doesn't run out too, because I'm been on here a little longer than I thought I was going to be. I guess I'm still good here. Let's see. Let's bring it up here. I think that's the one I'm listening to. Is it? Yeah, it's almost over, but there's one right behind it to take over its space, so we can keep going for a little bit. What time is it? 11. It's still relatively early, and the dog hasn't been out here. I know I have to put him out, but he hasn't been out to bug me. But yeah, man. I said this. I might not have to do anything in my life but do this, because people were asking me at the gym. That's when I started going to the gym, and I was what they call a fast gainer, an easy gainer. You know, I already had my diet intact, and I was doing my cardio at first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, so I was burning fat like a motherfucker. And once I hit the weights and I learned the power of protein, and I also hooked up with this dude who he was only a young kid, man. I was in my 30s, and he was basically 21, I think he was, man. And he had a store, and he was a personal trainer. And I'm seeing him putting his dough in his pocket. And anyway, he had to sign up at the gym. He was looking for somebody to run one of his stores. He had a couple of stores. And I said, "Hey, Joe," he goes, "Oh, but you got that restaurant." I said, "I'm gonna get rid of that place." He says, in a couple of months, you think you can keep that position open for me?" He says, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, man." He said, "I'll do that." You sure you want to do that? Because you're not gonna make a lot of money. He said, I said, the money will come, bro. So anyway, man, you know, I went in there and I got in the bottom floor of the supplement industry. The Congress passed this law in '95. It was called DSHA. It's called the Dietary Supplement Regulation, blah blah blah. But anyway, all of a sudden, these supplements that they never sold before, they were being sold. This was stuff the bodybuilders would have to send in the back of the magazine, send away for creatine and branched chain amino acids and glutamine, and pro hormones were fucking crazy. They were like the legal steroids, and all this shit. And you could buy this stuff and sell it for almost 100% markup. You'd buy it for $16 and sell it for $35. It's crazy. But it was also it wasn't as like, see, now you can go buy creatine at the 7-Eleven. You can go buy energy drinks anywhere. See, back then they were only specialty shops. You know, like GNC, Vitamin World, and then there were a lot of these mom and pop places, like the one I was with, Biogenics, which was ground floor, bro. I mean, he had his brand. It was called Body Advanced Systems. That was his diet, and I learned his diet. I learned so much from this, bro. I learned how to do body fat testing. I learned how to put together diets. That's why I got a certification as a nutritional technician, where I could put together diets, and I could be insured to do this. And people just felt better when you were certified and insured. So I'm like, yeah, baby. And I'm watching these people paying a lot of money for the services too, and people saw how good I looked, and they wanted to do it. Women dug it, guys dug it, and before I knew it, I had dozens of clients. They were paying me money to just talk to them and see how much weight they lost and write them diets. Right? And diet was so easy. My boss was if he wasn't in the fitness industry, he would have been a computer nerd. This was before there were computer nerds. So he had everything. Everything was in his program. The diets. If I weighed you, did your body fat, and I could just punch in there, and a diet would spit out, giving you a choice of foods, telling you how many times to eat daily. Whether we wanted to add muscle, burn fat, regardless thereof. And I got to the point where I was on the ground floor, so I was getting certified by different training companies very easily, because just on what I knew and how I could help them, I would go and give give their personal training tests at different seminars, different weekends that they had, camps they called them, because they knew that I knew what I was talking about, and they trusted me to not to cheat, I could have certified anybody, but it was cool, man. It was a part-time thing, and I was certified by ACE as a third class on their highest level of fitness professionals. And that's without taking the test. So now you practically need a college degree in anatomy, kinesiology, biology, nutrition, to just to take that test. So I should never let that certificate expire. But anyway, man, it was a good time to be on the ground floor of that industry, and I just started getting healthy, and I stayed healthy. I saw people that had to deal with chronic illnesses that basically were because they were too fat, obesity. A lot. It brings on high blood pressure. And you see things like a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and a lot of those things, man. If a lot of them can be kept under control when you get healthy. Candy Slim, bro, thanks for coming in, man. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention because I'm really trying like hell. And, I hate that. If somebody comes in here, man, see if I go somewhere and let me look back, make sure I got you all, because I go somewhere and Derek Bailey, I'm sure I saluted you, my brother. But I go somewhere and I don't get shouted out, then I don't give them a thumbs up, man. Fuck them. Santillo, my brother, salute. That's another cool thing. I see Santillo over there because I love it when we can all get together, man. I'm not gonna fucking kumbaya and sing "We Are the World," but I go over to see D Styles, and he just invited me to come on the last few weeks. What does he call it? Aftermath. It's on a Monday. We talk about the fights over the weekend, and maybe a month ago he asked me to come on. He didn't have me. He asked me. Like he's a gentleman. D Styles is a cool brother. He said, "Yeah, you want to come on my show?" And, yeah, bro. And I've been on a couple of panels with D Styles before. It's not like we were complete strangers. He knew what he was getting into. He knew I was going on there with the Toka too. And so anyway, man, we did a show. He says, "Wow, man, I got a lot of watch time on there. Because you can check your analytics as soon as your show's over." And I think it was a 2-hour show. Usually, yeah, if you get 15 minutes of average watch time, that's pretty cool, because that means somebody was in there for a half hour and somebody was in there for a minute. So it comes down as 15 minutes. Now, if somebody's in there for 20 minutes, you know how it goes, bro. But anyway, it's your average watch time. And if you're 15, 20 minutes, that's pretty cool, man. So to me, it is anyway. I think D Styles was like a 45-minute average watch time. And that's fucking awesome, bro. I've never been near that. And he says, "Bruce Gas, come on back, bro. They like you over here, huh? I can shout out D Styles. I like being over there too, man." So he put me on the list, I guess. I don't know what it is, but I said, "Sure, man. Monday nights, I don't do much on a Monday night. Once in a while I get, sometimes I'm lucky enough to somebody will ask me to be on their panel, especially, man, Major Key, man. He brought me on there with James Toney and Jerry Cooney and fucking Iran Barkley. Oh, man, just legends. Some of the guys we just saw on Punch Gunk. Some of those great legends. I get to go on there and talk to them and shit, and just cool stuff, man. And tomorrow night, man, if any of you guys want to see old Bruce Gas, which that's one thing I'm not. Speaking of yourself in the third person, give me a fucking slap for that one, man. Jeff Lucietta, bro, thanks for coming by. Digging on a little jazz here. How long have I been? I've been on for, oh shit, man, I've already been on for almost 2 hours. Damn. An hour and 40 minutes. But it's cool, bro. It goes by. It goes by. It's so much fun. It really is. I guess it's almost like a little bit of a work thing over here. Some people look at it that way. I kind of do too, because I actually, once in my career, man, and that's why I'm comfortable doing this. I went to school for broadcast journalism. I have a degree from Graham Junior College in Kenmore Square, formerly Graham Junior College. It's now part of Boston University. They bought it up, and it's part of their School of Public Communications. But back then it was called CSB, Columbia School of Broadcasting. And then this junior college that was in the area bought them up, because back in Boston, real estate is expensive, and for a college to stay there, I mean, you get a college like Emerson. I don't even know if they're still open anymore. There are a bunch of them there, and man, they get they get scoffed up by other schools, incorporated, or just some of them just close their doors. But anyway, man, I went there back from 74 to 76, and I was thank you, Monica. I'm not here to entertain you, but no, I am, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And I know in the keyboard sometimes you can only type a couple of things, so I'm taking that as a compliment, sister. I really do, and I appreciate that. But see, what I did was I was an all night DJ for a year, and then they moved me to prime time. And when I did the all night thing, I was doing the jazz, and that's kind of when I love jazz now. I kind of fell in love with it, and then going out and seeing the shows up there. But that's why I feel comfortable doing this. I hope I don't bore you. I really do, because that's the worst thing in the world. That's what we were taught that. See, I learned how to interact behind the microphone, which was kind of cool. And when I did my own jazz show, man, I used to have what they called, it was the original vape. What the fuck was it called, man? It was this little pen, and you could put the weed in it. The smokeless pen. It's funny because I can't think of a lot of these words now, but you could fill it up. You could just take a Bic out, you light it up, and take a hit, almost like a vape today, but it didn't have the batteries in it. You needed a lighter to use it. And I'd just do the jazz all night, man. Me and the security guard, we'd pass the vape back and forth. He'd go get a couple of coffees. Sometimes we'd go have breakfast when it was over, but then I'd go crash, get up, go to classes at 11. It was a crazy fucking life, man, but I dug it, bro. And anyway, that's my point. Is that's why I'm kind of comfortable doing this, and I don't mind doing it, and I hope it's entertaining, because hey, some people told me I should start doing it again, and especially with boxing. I've gone on some panels and I'm like, bro, you get that. My buddy G5 Jeff TV. That's another cat that I go to. He had me on his panel a few times, and he does a thing called Goodfellas. I think it's on around 5:30 in the afternoon around here. And him and this cat Shane, he's either a fighter or a trainer from the UK, and he's got another guy on there, Vlog. I think his name is Vlog. I have a tough time with these names, but anyway, man, these guys, they know they're boxing. They know they're behind the scenes stuff. G5 Jeff, he just interviewed a guy. His name is Padman McGriff, and he was training Devin Haney in Las Vegas. He was a wealth of information, bro. Good fellas, you got that right, Con. Yep. See, sometimes when I get on here and I start talking, I think I expel a lot of my the glycogen that runs my brain, and I'm not eating anything, so I'm getting a little depleted here. And I think the cells aren't going as fast as they should. So maybe a few more tokes will kick it into me for me. But anyway, he said to me, he goes, man, because you got to do your own show. You got to get on it. You got the chops. And his buddy Shane, yeah, Bruce, man, you're like one of the announcers in the '80s, man, because you just got that voice. And I'm not a good imitator of other voices. Some of these guys, they got it down to a T. But anyway, man, he's always giving me a lot of push when I go see him. Even when I shout him out in the show. Bro, man, I'm not a world of knowledge. See, the thing is, there's something about that. See, because all you cats are going to be a world of knowledge too if you live a little bit longer. See, you just have to be. See, I went through this boxing era, these 20 years of boxing that I loved. And I was really. Oh, that was supposed to play at the beginning here. Let me fix this. See, I'm gonna put this down here so we get a little earlier stuff on there. That's not too loud, is it? A little more of this royalty-free stuff that I found out there, so I don't have to play the. That's cool, bro. Yeah, see when I went through my boxing in the 80s, excuse me, in the 70s, in the 90s. See, now I'm fortunate because I can go on YouTube and I can bring those fights back again. And it's like I'm remembering seeing the fights live, and then I'm watching them again, and it's nurturing that memory. So when I get on here, I can share the experience that I had, but yet it's like fresh because I can go watch it again on YouTube. And man, it's such a cool thing because it brings thank you, my brothers, because see, I have to have some music going on, and And this stuff is keeping it running. And we're starting to run it down, but hey, a little of this flamingo jazz in the background. And yeah, when I used to do the all night jazz shows, man, see the station I worked for was SBK in downtown Boston in Kenmore Square, and it was mostly a top 40 station during the day. On weekends they did like a progressive. It was during the day top 40, and what they called progressive rock from 6 o'clock till 11, and then I was the 11 to 7. I'd been in there for a long time because it was students. They didn't have anybody else to run the fucking thing. But anyway, man, we used to get albums. See, that's how I got so many of my records in here. Not a lot of them, but a good chunk of them. And what they call them, demos and cutouts. And what they do, they punch a little hole in the side with a paper puncher, or they cut a little slit in there. And they used to give them to radio stations. And they didn't even touch the jazz albums. They used to just leave them on the corner for me. And I'd go in there and be, wow, like back in '76, to George Benson. And I was like, oh. And I said, this guy is going to be fucking big, because nobody had heard of him before. I'd heard of him because he was a jazz legend, and he was starting to sing and playing like This Masquerade. And, oh man, just cool stuff. But anyway, I used to get the albums, and the next day they'd still be on the fucking floor. They wouldn't even, I asked them, the station manager, I said, you want these jazz albums? Because I used to bring my own in with me, but they'd be there. Anyway, he said, take them. We don't want them. They wanted the Paul Simon. They wanted the fucking, I can't even remember the songs of the top 40. And they put them on cartridges, then they just throw the albums on the floor. Radio was such a crazy thing back then. But, man, I still have the albums. I cherish these albums. I got the shit Miles Davis album be coming in there, man. Fucking Wrecker Brothers, all the hip stuff, all the new stuff. Even like Joni Mitchell, when she started going to the jazz side, they put it in the progressive rock section. And those DJs, they just wanted to play Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, and Stones. It was a different era. But see, I was different when I did my jazz show. I'd play like Bruce Springsteen and shit like that, featuring the Clarence Clements sax. So anyway, man, yeah, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. It was definitely a graveyard shift. I'd get out of there early sometimes because the news crew would come in like at 5, and they'd put together a show. But they wanted they wanted the jazz playing, and I didn't mind either because I was so fucking stoned. But I wanted to get out of there. I actually wanted the sun to come up, but it was a good experience, man. It was what they call it was part of financial aid, and it was you got paid for it, but it went right to your student loan. So it's a weird kind of a thing. But it was cool, man. Damn, you could go wash dishes, or you could be so you couldn't be a DJ. You had to go through the tryouts and everything. They had to listen to you and kind of pick your brain. You had these students in there who thought there was something there. They're going for the managerial skills and production and broadcast production. So it's a fucking game. Anyway, I was in that industry for a couple of years, and it was just too fucked up, man. You look at some of these, even boxing. You look at cats like Steve Kim and Rick Glazer. These guys they all have this certain gene inside, this recessive gene, and you need that to be successful in the communication industry. And man, I was faking it for 2 years. I didn't have it, bro. Yeah, great movies and music, man. It was crazy. It was a fucking beautiful time to be to be doing what you like to do, having money, having a new car. I was digging the 80s, bro. I got married, shit. I had fucking kids. It was 80s were weird. A lot of drugs. Fucking. That's a whole nother show. This has been a decent one here tonight. I'm kind of wound down a little bit. And like I said, I got to put the dog out. And it takes me an hour before I get to sleep. I'll get in bed and maybe by midnight. But then I put the TV on. The only time I watch anything but the internet, because see, I watch movies once in a while, not often. I did find I watched Top Gun the other night, man. See if you know what you're doing, And I don't even know what I'm doing, but you don't have to buy pay-per-views. You don't have to fucking go to the movies. You can see the newest. I watched Top Gun the other night because there are several movie sites out there where you're gonna get a perfect DVD, high-grade digital recording of the movie, and for free, commercial free. Anybody wants those sites, drop a note in the chat below, and I'll email them to you. Rolling with the punches, my brother Jay Gibson. Man, once again, see, I start talking, and I do not want to neglect my brothers and sisters who came out here to spend a little time with me over here, man. To check out my my security camera and my weed, a little bit of boxing talk, a little bit of health talk, a little bit of everything, man. That's why I didn't want to get nailed down to one thing on here. I just want to do Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. We'll do a professional wrestling when there's a decent show on, because I hope I didn't miss Hell in the Cell, because that might have been this weekend. I don't know, because I don't follow wrestling like I used to, but see, I'll still jump on here. The casuals. I don't know what this tune is. It sounds like it's like Happy Birthday. And that's just a little too fucking goofy. Let's find this one here. Oh, you know what I found, which is a cool which is a cool one. Check this one out. This is I'm gonna do this when I do one of my smoking shows. A little reggae. Let's see what they play in the beginning here. Yeah, man. Maybe we can get something like that in the background. Kind of goes with my smoking theme here, When I do a weed review, I'll be copping some more weed in a few more days. I'm running short. I copped some nice strands last week. Like I said, I got some Cinderella, or Cindy as they call it now. Now it's passe. Monty Brown, my brother, salute to you, man. Thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Monty Brown, everybody knows Monty Brown. I was gonna say, if you're not sub to Monty Brown, then shit, what the hell are you doing over here? Monty Brown's he's the G out there. Monty Brown's my brother. Monty Brown knows more boxing than I've forgotten, bro. Monty Brown is the man. Maybe I can keep up with him on a conversation about the old boxing, man. But new boxing, bro, Monty's behind the scenes with the magazines, and I mean, dude, Monty's the man. Sub to Monty Brown, and he's gone crazy. There, 50,000 subs, and he comes and graces me. He stops over Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more, man. Shout out my brother Monty Brown. Thanks for checking in, as my brother Akricha says, man. Thanks for the check-in. Almost time for this old cat to go and lay it on down. But yeah, man, I think the next show. Well, actually, we got Tuesday night with Tim Witherspoon. Don't forget that one, because I'm so looking forward to that, man. I am so looking forward to talking to the champ and telling him about the about that little banquet we just showed with all those G's on there, bro. Those guys are OGs. I am not an OG. I'm an OM, an old man. Those motherfuckers are gangsters, bro. Those are the guys who went in the ring and fucking fought for their life. These guys fought. You didn't have to tell them to let's go. Why don't you stop fighting? Because they weren't begging for fights. They were in the ring fighting each other. And man, I can't wait to talk to Terrible Tim on Tuesday night. And that's kind of what I dig doing out here, bro. I'm appreciating the subs. I hope I'm growing a little bit, man. But see, the bottom line is I don't give a fuck, man. If it was only me and you and Terrible Tim and man, my buddy George Jakovic and G5 and Mad Chad, man, we get together in here and we're here to unite, bro. We're here to talk boxing. What am I gonna do? Sit home and talk boxing to myself? Get on the phone? Because man, I have some great contacts that I've been talking to lately, man. But this is where the love really. I feel such a great kindred. All the spirits, man. We come here and we love boxing. And it doesn't matter who our favorite fighter is or what our favorite channel is. You know, we can scatter like dust in the wind after this is over. But for right now, man, I appreciate you cats in here, man. I appreciate you coming here, and you know, it's all one love. It's all boxing. This is Bruce Gas, man. I want to wish everybody out there a happy Father's Day, whether you're a father or not, man. You could be a father figure, even to yourself, man. So shout out to you and happy Father's Day. G5, my brother. Excuse me, man. I guess I'm starting to dry out. See ya. I usually drink about 5 of these a day, and this one's getting down. And G5, he's going to be with me on Tuesday night, man. He's been with me from the beginning when I put this crazy little concept together with Mad Chad and G5 and George Jakovic. We said, you know, we're gonna be like Tuesday night fights because they went away. They went away back when I was a fan of boxing. I mean, they were around for a long time. Tuesday night, many times people had something to do, and I said, hey, man, this is Tuesday night fights, bro. You know who's fighting tonight? And there were some world beaters who fought on there. So we're trying to bring that back a little bit, you know, show these fights. And I get copyright strikes for some of them. So, you know, maybe I gotta look a little harder and find out what fights I can show. But I don't even care. I don't get copyright strikes. I get I don't know what they call them anymore. Just a copyright. So I don't get any money. I don't get any money anyway, bro. I'm not here for the dough. So let them get the money, because I put a little thing underneath explaining that I'm here for the love of boxing and jazz and weed and health and nutrition, and we're going to stick wrestling in there too, bro. But you know, I got my boy G5 comes on here with me, and you know, with the rest of us nuts, we hold it down. So please, man, stop in here on Tuesday night. And, you know, support all the brothers and the sisters out there. And, you know, God bless y'all. Thanks for coming in here, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace.